Hello, people. This is Blinkk and you miss it. Welcome you back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we took care of Halloween Town. Now, we do have something we could do next. We could come right over here to this world, which to anybody who's a Disney fan, you'll know exactly what that world is and you'll be freaking out. But I want to go ahead and I want to return to Olympus Coliseum, and then soon, very soon, we will return over to the other side of the galaxy, and we will begin the next world, the Pride Lands. Yeah, spoilers for anybody who's thinking about that. Anyways, okay, let's go back to Olympus Coliseum. Let's see here. Take part in the tournament. This will be the best place to do that. So, here we go. Now, we can sign up for the Pain and Panic Cup. No experience is gained, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and just join up here and see what this is like, because the Pain and Panic Cup, the way this whole tournament thing works, is that this is a recall to something from the original Kingdom Hearts game. And in the original Kingdom Hearts games, there was Olympus Coliseum, and this is like the counterpart of that from this game. And the Olympus Coliseum you could gain experience from. And so it was an awesome way to do grinding, because it was just a series of battles you could repeat over and over again. Depending on which set of battles you did, you were going to get, more and more XP. And that was like just straight up a really, really great way that you could get a lot of XP and do a lot of really great grinding. Now, in this game, they took away the ability, I think it's really stupid, but they took away the ability to earn XP from doing these battles. So this is no longer a viable grinding option. However, you can still get some cool items from doing all of this. I will probably list them on the screen somewhere. And I think I've probably talked about the tournaments before. It's been a long time since I've done any recording here. But I wanted to go ahead and beat the Pain and Panic tournament on screen. Because I just wanted to show off what it's like to do another tournament, and I had some other stuff I wanted to talk about here in Olympus as well. So that's why we're doing this right now. I'm almost positive I have talked about this before at some point in time, but again, this project's been going on for well over a year, literally. So, and that's something I want to talk about as well. I know that some of you are people who have followed me on other channels as well, and so you may be wondering why I haven't done more Kingdom Hearts 2 here on Blinkk. And there's a lot of reasons for that, and I'm not really going to go into all of that. Busyness is one part, just not really wanting to wrap Blinkk up completely, like a hesitance to, really close this channel, this chapter of things is another. But I do have some stuff I want to talk about the future of Blinkk and You Miss It, if there is any future. There's some stuff I've been thinking about the channel, which may come to nothing. Don't freak out or anything, but it may come up to absolutely nothing. But I wanted to just let you guys know that there is some stuff I want to talk about in the future about this channel that I may make a video about at some point. But anyways, that's more for those of you who are, more just following this channel and less following this Let's Play specifically. But let's just finish out this tournament real quick. And let's see, can I beat you up? Yes, I can. Cool. And just a dog, really? Is that all that's left? Get out of here. Oh, that's right. There's planes. Okay. These plane things are irritating. But at least they're not as irritating as those cars were in the other world. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is something I should mention. What you're actually fighting, you're fighting enemies from all of the worlds you've encountered, depending on what the tournament you're doing is. So, like, this tournament was available to us, like, when we were first here in Olympus Coliseum, like, at the end of the first set of things. So we're facing enemies from worlds that were previous to this. The party must survive until the timer runs out. Well, considering we're just fighting these little guys, I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right, so yeah, these little guys, I kind of get why they did the whole thing where they took away the ability to make a XP with all this stuff. It's just annoying, honestly. It's frustrating because it was such an amazing grinding method in the other game, and it really doesn't make any sense, like, in a practical sense, why they would get rid of it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. like, I get the whole thing of, you know, it was too easy to become way overpowered if you just did a bunch of grinding, and you could become way too powerful way too quick, and it would unbalance the gameplay. But at the same time, if that's how you want to play, if you want to spend hours grinding, you've kind of earned that right. Like, I don't know. I guess for me in games, I view them as just games. You know, it's like the purity or non-purity of the experience isn't completely as important to me as having the game just be legitimately fun and interesting and holding my attention. And like, a really good game is a really fun game in my books. So if I will have more fun by spending forever grinding, I would really like to have the option to do that. And that's one reason I don't like it when people patch glitches out of games. I mean, there's sometimes when it's like a glitch that could ruin your game that, yeah, it makes sense. But like, if it's something that you're just using to exploit, like a way to do things more easily, or like to grind up in a certain way or things like that, like, I would much prefer to be able to have that option still in rather than have them get rid of it. Like, Skyrim's a good example of this. Skyrim is a game that has been patched where there are glitches you could do and stuff that would allow you to pretty much like really beast your way through the game, get way overpowered way too quickly, stuff like that. And I honestly like having those in there. Like, I want to have the option to do that if I want to. If I have more fun playing the game that way, then I want to have the option to do it. I don't know. That's just me, though. I know that there's some people who are like, oh my gosh, finally they fixed that thing, so people can't be all like, oh, I'm super powerful now and I didn't earn. I don't even know. I think if it's not a multiplayer game and your actions in your own game don't affect other people in their games, I think that you should honestly just have the option to do whatever you want to do. But anyways, moving on. So that's just my thing is I just wish they would still let you gain XP from doing this, because it'd be such a convenient way to grind rather than have to run over worlds all over the place and just hope you encounter powerful enemies that you can fight. And anyways, let's take out Yuffie. Goodbye, Yuffie. Get out of here. And with that, we have finished the Pain and Panic Cup. And for that, we get the Lucky Ring, which increases the drop rate of items, which is very nice. And the Serenity Stone, which is an item synthesis thing, which is pretty nice too. So, awesome. Well, with that, we have got some cool new items. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we want to equip, because I know that Sora had an increased capacity in here somewhere. Oh, item capacity, not... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. What would I like to do here? What is this thing we got? Okay, we got the Lucky Ring, which is... Okay, so for Sora, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think it does make sense to give this to Donald. But let's just see what I want to give him. It's not an armor thing. Maybe I should give it to Goofy. Although Goofy... You know what? I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Just for the moment, and whenever I get a chance to, I don't know, upgrade Sora or whatever with another accessory slot or something like that, we'll deal with that then. Now, perhaps my memory is failing me, but let's just go ahead and check this real quick again. Okay, so we cannot do anything else with this tournament. So I think what we had to do is basically just like complete this tournament and then leave, I believe is what we needed to do. And then when we leave, we'll eventually have more tournaments unlocked back on Olympus Coliseum is the way that I believe it works. Anyways, so, okay, with that done, though, because I did want to get that out of the way, and I'll explain more why I wanted to do that later, but most of the reason was just because I think I had a little bit of incorrect memory, but I think I thought that more tournaments were unlocked when I did that, and I just kind of wanted to show those more off. And also, I incorrectly remembered the way that the world flow in Olympus Coliseum goes. It threw me off because I saw a message like off screen that I thought meant one thing and meant another thing. But anyways, so what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go ahead and take on the Pride Lands. But first what we're going to do is we're going to take on Sunlight Storm. is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed that up and get that over with. And in the next episode, we are going to begin the Pride Lands. So cue the music.
さあ踊ろうさあ泳ごう誰でもできるよ楽しいミュージカル心から喜びをダンスダンスダンスさあ踊ろうさあ泳ごう誰でもできるよ楽しいミュージカル見つけたら忘れずにタッチタッチタッチさあ踊ろうさあ泳ごう誰でもできるよ楽しいミュージカル遠くても